In today's Codebook blog, I want to talk about points 17, 18 and 19 that have been introduced with the current build of Codebook. The build date is 1704 day 08. If we take a quick look at the changelog, you can see on point 17, when a room is inserted via the room editor or room properties, a linked unplaced Revit room will be created. Point 18, when a room is edited via the room editor or properties, a dynamic sync to Revit will be carried out if Revit is running. And point 19, a dynamic updating Revit rooms can be displayed using project properties Revit settings. You can see that we've added some very interesting new features. So we're going to take a look at this feature now in Codebook. To turn on or off this feature, we're going to go to Build and Settings. If we navigate down to Revit Settings, you'll see the option under Other, Create Unplaced Rooms when inserting Codebook rooms, and Resync Revit rooms when edited in Codebook. This feature is enabled by default. To turn off a feature, simply unselect the box. It's important to know and understand about this feature because it will introduce a new and different way of working with Codebook. So I'm going to take a look at this first feature, Create Unplaced Revit Rooms when inserting Codebook rooms. What this means is that if I were to copy a room or create a new room within Codebook with Revit open, room and insert, this inserted room is created automatically within Revit as an unplaced entity. So I've created that inserted room here. If we navigate to Revit, opposed to having to export these rooms from Codebook into Revit or import from Revit from Codebook, we can see now if we go to the Architecture tab and Rooms, Codebook has created the newly inserted room for us. So we can just grab it and place it. The reason this is important is because Codebook works with the active session of Revit. So if you have a different model open and you create a room in Codebook, Codebook will create a room in that Revit model. If we move back to Codebook, we're going to take a look at the other feature now, which is to resync Revit rooms when they are edited in Codebook. So if we have shared parameters set up inside Codebook, such as room name, room number, room area, once these are changed within Codebook to a linked room, that change is automatically passed across to Revit, opposed to having to synchronize again against the Revit model. So if we look at our near patient testing room, I'm going to go to display room, we can see that it's linked to our Revit model. If I do something simple, such as change the name, so I'm going to go near patient testing example for blog, and save that. Opposed to Codebook having to resync now, if we go and look at this room, you can see that change has been created and implemented live in the current Revit model. So these new features offer a new intuitive way of using Codebook with Revit, but workflows may need to be updated to cater for the new features. If you have any questions about these new features, please contact support@codebookinternational.com or call us. Thanks for watching. Bye.